Thank you very much, Rajat. Apologize, I did not introduce him, but now he needs no introduction. Rajat is leads Saivana Exports, and this is a the brilliant piece of work what you have done and you have shared with everybody. I'm sure that it has made everybody think that it has certainly taken a lot of personal time and commitment for you to build the whole thing. But I'm sure as I know that professor was still non-committal, but you at a personal level are happier about doing this experiment and spending time because it has given you much more insight about organization, your people, and how they look at the organization. Of course, the some of the initiatives what you've taken are kind of unheard of in this trade. Looking at making the employees part of the company ownership, look at the possibility of ESOPs, and I wish you great success in your future endeavors. But I'm sure now we'll throw the floor open for question answers. Questions for both the speakers are welcome. And we do, Kesarji has kindly agreed to extend the session by about 10-12 minutes, so we would have time for interaction.
If required.
Yeah, of course. I would urge all of you to make the use of this opportunity because a session without Q&A is not really a session because there has to be interaction. So please.
Mr. Giri, question on ECAP. Now, when you do this ECAP, two things. Who actually makes that? Sorry. Who actually does this rating? Number one. And number two is you put out a set of matrices, which some of them were, I think, objective, like attendance, and some of them a little subjective. So Rajat was talking about peer group. I think basically he was looking at a 360 degrees. Maybe the superior, the subordinate, and the peer group does the rating, and then it's confidential. So how was it done at...
Yeah, it's a good question. In fact, it is a conduct alignment program, we call it as. And what is the desired conduct and what is the non-acceptable conduct? So these are the two categories. Desired conduct will have the positive score, and the conduct which is not desirable will have the negative score. So this is how we do it. Now, how this is monitored. In fact, what we do, initially we have the counseling sessions. We explain to them. So these are the scores, these are the parameters on which you will be getting the positive scores. These are the parameters on which you will be getting the negative scores. And once they understand this thing, because the counseling session goes on, it is not that it goes on for 1 month, because we call people in batches. We explain everything to them. And once the supervisors and these people, they are ready, then it starts. And what we do, this is rating is given by the supervisors. There on the spot itself. There is no question of giving subsequently or something like that. And normally, supposing he is talking for a long time on mobile, it is being noticed. You can talk on mobile, but you have to take the permission that I have some urgent call and then I'll be talking to somebody. But then if he keeps on talking 10 minutes, 12, sometimes it happens that people go to bathroom and they don't come out of for a long time. So that is also another thing. So the supervisor is watching all these things, and if he notices some undesirable conduct, he immediately goes to him and hands over a slip to him, and it is recorded in the system. And at the end of this, because then there he cannot dispute that well I did not do this particular thing or this thing is already given to him. And we had in fact also insisted that his signature should be taken, but that was becoming too much, so we did not give it there itself. In case he has got any grievance subsequently, he can come to the HR manager and that will be sorted out. Once that rating is done at the end of the month also, because every month you have 25 score. So the counseling is done every month, and we know that who are the people who are on the right track, who are the people who are not on the right track. And then, then again there is a chance, for you to recoup your this thing, So the information is very, very transparent, and it is given to the people. They know that this month I have lost, now next month I have to recoup again so that I become eligible for this. And I'll tell you a very good example, how it works on a automated system as such. Now it has a pull pressure, it has pull and push. Both the things are there. Now, this particular scheme, ECAT, is pulling them to come on the right track or to adhere to the standards which have been set. There is also push factor. Now, push factor is from his families. Now, the gifts that we give are not the gifts by check or cash. No, they are in kind. Say, for example, you give a pressure cooker. Now, with the pressure cooker, his wife gets, very, very happy about it. And she goes around in the neighborhood and says, my husband has won this particular kind of a gift from the company. When they carry, 300-400 gifts when they are carrying and going in the auto rickshaw or three-wheeler, then everybody notices, automatically, the word gets spread. Oh, where from you are coming? You are from Shahi. You are from Shahi, So that also, gives, some sort of, a good kind of this thing in the market as such. And once his wife receives, she feels very proud, my husband has won it. And then she feels responsible again, that, he should go on time. He should not take leave without informing them. He should follow whatever the conduct rules are there. And this is how, he can get it.
You see, I have a question both to Mr. Sikka and Mr. Giri. You see, the ratings or evaluation, whatever you call, has brought you certain information about all your employees. Now, one is the individual effort, how the company mentors or helps the employee in the skill upgradation or the behavior upgradation to move from one category to the other category.
Cases up. It's helped in the skill and upgradation category. We've had people now in our company who were rated M1s and they were not happy with the ratings. They've actually taken on additional responsibilities. For example, an R&D master, he said, listen, I can run my lines. You don't know what I can do? I'll show you what I can do. Today, he's actually trying to become a factory manager of one of the factories. Earlier, he was very comfortable in a small part of the factory doing R&D. And when he got that rating of a M1 or a M2, I'm forgetting what it was, he said, look, I want to prove it that, listen, I'm not an M1 or an M2. I want to become a S4. S3, I'm a S3, and sure enough, these are early days. I can't comment on his performance so far, but at least the guy took the initiative to move from his comfortable place in the factory, which he's been there for the last 5 years, and he's moved out and he's doing some stuff. So that in itself is motivating. Coming back to the skill sector, of course, we are conducting training workshops and so on and so forth. We're calling in everybody. We're telling him what he did wrong and what he did right. Both positive and negative feedbacks are being given to him. It's up to the individual employee to take the negative feedback positively or negatively. Some of them have taken it very negatively. Nahi, ye to sach hai nahi. Ye to sab jhoot bol rahe hain mere bare mein and all that. But some of them have actually acknowledged that yes, it's a weakness within them and that they will surely try to, improve themselves. And the fact that they've acknowledged themselves is a victory in its sort, that yes, ki kuch galat hai and we'll try to improve ourselves. So in that way, it's helped quite a bit.
Yeah, the counseling is ongoing process. It happens almost every day and everywhere, on the floor and all that. But let me give another piece of information. Particularly in sampling department, there was a time that most of the people, they wanted to leave because somebody is giving me 500 rupees more, 1,000 rupees more, and then we were thinking. Let's increase their salary, if they are getting, something, 500 or 1,000 rupees outside, particularly the sampling tailors. Let's also increase. But then on a second thought, we decided not to do it because there is no end to it. So let us have a system by which, they will be, inclined to stay back, And the system was like this. If you are having, 5-year service in the company, you get certain vintage allowance, say, 500 rupees. For 2 years, or 1 year, we don't give anything as such. So, third year onward, we gave a vintage allowance, particularly in the sampling section. Then this is one. Then in the sampling, this thing also, there are 4 categories. One is C, B, A, and A+. So these are the 4 categories that we have. Now, this is as per the skill. Now, you have a chance of upgrading yourself to the next level. If you are in a B category, then you have a chance of getting into A. A has a chance of getting into this thing. And every 6 months they will be rated by our IE department.
Do you have some kind of a training provision?
Yes. And every 6 months they will be rated on day-to-day basis on their work and on their behavior. They will be rated, and this is not a static kind of a thing. It is a very dynamic. If somebody is the A category and his performance in the next half yearly period, it comes down, then from A plus he will be coming down again to A or B, depending on his performance. So there is always some sort of inducement for him. Once I achieve A plus, I should remain there at that place and I should not fall back, although he'll be getting into this thing. So these are different kinds of, and then for that also we have kept a separate kind of incentives to them. So this is how it works.
Thank you. Last question.
My question is for Mr. Sikka. You mentioned that if within 1 quarter a person doesn't improve his rating or slips from the rating, you give a counseling to that person. But why to give to you give a counseling to the person who doesn't improve, right? You also don't give it to person who doesn't slip also. So what is the reason behind the person who doesn't slip?
No, we don't expect, like, it takes time for planets to change their orbits. We don't expect people to change so fast or so this thing. We're giving counseling in the sense is if a person is really, we had a person who dropped from M1 to M3. Now that's unheard of. Normally you're moving up or down only one rung. We had to call that person in and find out what was going on wrong. He was coming late. He was making excuses for not coming to work, and so on and so forth. He just lost. He didn't want to work. He wanted to leave, and that's why he was performing badly. So we actually told him, if you really don't want to work, why don't you leave? But that came about in the rating system. So like I said, it takes time. I don't expect people all of a sudden, all the employees of Saivana Exports to move to the strong category. There's no way. It's going to take them a couple of years to move to the strong category. But right now, 70% of Saivana's employees are in the M category, which is a high number. I want to bring that number down. I want to push these people into the strong category. So that's the motivating factor out there. Yeah.
Follow-up question. This rating, is it post-specific or is it again comes back if somebody gets promotion, the rating will be done once again and the person will have to start again from the end?
Not at all. Not at all. I did. I mentioned the merchandiser and the DMM because I had to make that distinction. A DMM is on a different level and an M is a different level. Not necessarily. We're not going to do that. If the DMM has done really, really well and is reaching up and has reached a merchandise MM level, then surely it's a strong. He or she remains a strong candidate. So it has nothing to do with the post specific. It has to do with the person's skills, basically, at the end of the day. Yes.
What is the logic of this hierarchy of skills? I mean, right. So was there any particular logic?
Yes, we felt, for example, what comes like discipline. Where does discipline come in the chart? We said, okay, this is S3 it comes. Where does team building come? Teamwork. Where does that come in? So that was a conscientious decision taken by me and Vandana together. That these are the factors which are important to us as an organization. A teamwork for you, for example, for your company could start in M1 or M4, it could start. Or T, it could go all the way. Yes. So it all depends on individual companies. If you feel that this model can be implemented ditto copy paste in your company, it cannot, because it will depend on what things are important to you firstly and what things are important to your people. So that's the way it's going to be worked out.
Are you all open to sharing this secret?
Sure, anytime. For OGTC, anything.
Mr. Sikka?
I've got just a, yeah, please.
It's quite disheartening, when you see the scores that when you compare India's standing between 7 countries, you stand for 7. And this is something that we've heard a lot of times. And in your own domain, you feel a lot of effort is being made. You speak to your staff, you speak to your team, trainings going on, and where people feel the
It's a very good question, and it really requires, a lot of thought while answering also this particular question, where we will be rating ourselves, if we are asked, and particularly if I have to rate my company, I will be rating on almost all the parameters, whatever have been given. Delivery, this thing, the lead time and all that, if you consider all these, all the parameters, I think we are much, much ahead, in these things. And our this thing, on time delivery and all that, we have scored 98%, that is the kind of thing which we are having. On the other parameters also, I think in some cases will be first, some cases will be seconds, but not at the bottom as such. I will not be rating at the bottom. We have been taking a lot of efforts. Now the research work, the kind of this thing, the collaborations which we have, with the different universities, international universities, and then a lot of insight comes into this thing, and the team also gets dedicated, team also get aware of this thing, and a lot of say for example that the lab that we have in our own, our lab is highly rated. In fact, the buyers, they are coming and they're saying that rather than having things done outside, they should be our results are much better than any other thing. And then it's a complete independence given to the lab as such. That is not that the Shahi is this thing, so that's why there has got to be some sort of a bias. I'd be rating on some parameters first, some parameters second, but not at the bottom. As of course the attrition is again a little difficult kind of a thing which everybody is trying to arrest that one, and we are also struggling with that one. Maybe that there will be going a little down, but attrition, if we compare this thing, it talks about 10% attrition, 10%, 12% attrition, whereas in our case it is about in northern region we have about 4%, 5%. Sometimes in certain months we have 6% also. In south there is little different kind of a situation where the attrition is very, very high compared, and it matches as much as what has been given. So there we might be coming down. Pollution, this thing, of course, we have taken all the steps, and then in fact, the zero discharge facilities, and then the STPs and the ETPs, and plus, various other parameters like, your LED lights and all that, it's really, we have taken a lot of steps in those directions where, the pollution will definitely be coming down, the working environment becomes better. So this, I think, overall, if you say that, I think internationally also, if you compare this thing, maybe somewhere, we should be on second or, something like that, or third, it will be, I'm not very sure, where to put it, but this is off this thing, what is coming to my mind, we should not be less than that, this is what, I feel.